Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd show you my workout split so you can see how I train, what exercises I do, how many sets and reps I do, what weights I pick, how long I rest between sets, all that kind of stuff. Once you've seen that, there will probably not be another full week of workout videos for the next couple months. Not because I don't like doing them, but because it would be so boring for you to watch. Because at the moment, my goals are to build muscle mass and get stronger at the three main lifts: bench press, squat, and deadlift. And for that, I employ a training strategy that I call same shit, different fit. Because basically for the duration of half a year or so, I do the same workouts every single week. And the only difference is I'm wearing a different outfit. And the reason I'm doing that is if you want to build muscle mass or get stronger, then you need to do the same exercises over and over again so you can improve your technique, but also progressively overload from week to week. And if you switch up your exercises every week, then you can't really progress. That's why I do the same shit over and over again. And that's why it would be probably super boring to watch. But let me know if you want to see a full week of workout video every week. I can do that. But let's look at my training split because that's what you're here for. So in an ideal world, I would train 6 times a week. But we don't live in an ideal world. There's always something, either it's work or family or friends, or I'm just too tired, or whatever it is. There's always something getting in the way. And that's why most of the time I train 5 times a week. And I structured my workouts according to that. So kind of planning in that life gets in the way. So my training split is 3 times upper body per week, 2 times lower body. And I also have one optional fun workout in there. And whenever I have any time constraints or something else gets in the way, this fun workout is the first one to go. If life really gets in the way and I can only train 4 times a week, then one of the upper body workouts goes. But that way I still hit both upper body and lower body twice a week. So that's kind of my strategy of adapting when life gets in the way. And when it comes to starting the week, some say that you should put your most intense workout first. Some say you should put the most technically demanding workout first. But my strategy is to put the workout first that I enjoy the most, because that will kind of set the tone for the rest of the week. And my favorite workout is a pull workout. In case you don't know, a pull workout is a type of upper body workout where you hit your muscles in your upper back, such as your lats, traps, and rhomboids, and you also hit biceps. It usually takes me around 60 minutes to complete this workout, and that's kind of the range where most of my workouts fall into. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go and do the first workout together. Okay, so I'll switch to voiceover during the workouts because 1, I still feel a little bit awkward talking to camera in public, and 2, my gym plays music in the background and I just don't want to get hit with a copyright claim by YouTube. So my first exercise are the lat pull downs, and on these I usually go quite heavy. I also use a 1.5 times shoulder width overhand grip, and if you want to have a reason why I'm doing this, you can check out my lats videos where I explain what type of grip is best to hit the lats most effectively. Because I'm going quite heavy on these, I usually rest between 2 and 2.5 minutes. Then my second exercise is the so-called iliac pull down. And it's called that way because you primarily target the iliac fibers of the lats, so kind of the lower part of the lats a bit more. I mean, the whole lats are working, but you just shift emphasis to this lower part of the lats. And what I like about it is that this exercise is unilateral, so you work one side at a time. And it is a great way for me to get rid of any imbalances because I'm right-handed, so my right arm is stronger than my left one. Therefore, I need to correct these imbalances both in strength and in size. And that's why in this workout all the other exercises are unilateral or isolateral, meaning I work both sides independently. The next exercise is the machine row. I like this machine quite a lot because you can work both arms at the same time, but they both work independently of each other. And what I do with these is I flare my elbows out to shift emphasis more on the traps and the rhomboids as compared to a narrower grip which would target the lats a bit more. The fourth exercise is a classic dumbbell row to just hit the lats once more, and again hitting both sides independently. And then my fifth and my sixth exercises are two biceps curl variations. First, I'm doing a standard biceps curl, and the second one is a preacher curl. And by having your elbows in front of you, that shifts more emphasis on the shorter head of the biceps. On both of these exercises, I train to failure, but I also only do 2 sets, so I can really push myself hard, 2 sets, and then I'm done. Then the seventh exercise is what I call X-pulls, and this is an exercise that trains your rear delts. You could also do face pulls instead, but I found these to be a bit more in line with the muscle fibers, and I kind of feel them a little bit more. And as a last exercise, I do decline crunches or just regular crunches, whatever is available, to train my abs. And I usually do all my ab exercise on an upper body day, just because my upper body days tend to be a little bit shorter, so I'll add them there. Good morning everyone, it's Tuesday, which means that it's time for my first leg day, and today is a bit of a more glutes and hamstring focused leg day. Simply because I have very strong and dominant quads. My posterior chain is lacking a little bit, so that's why I'm focusing on that to prevent any muscular imbalances. But that doesn't mean I'm not training quads at all. There will still be squats and stuff like that in there, just the focus is a little bit different. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so the total workout time for my leg workouts is usually a bit longer, so around 60 to 70 minutes, and that's because I use longer rest periods of around 3 to 4 minutes between sets. So my first exercise in this leg day are barbell back squats, and because I want to get stronger at them, I put this exercise first in my workout when I still feel fresh and well rested. I usually do between 3 to 5 reps for around 2 to 3 sets, and I'm currently at a stage where I can't add more weight each week. Therefore, I try to do another rep each workout and increase the weight once I'm at the top of the rep range. As a second exercise, I have the Romanian deadlifts or RDLs because they're really great for your hamstrings and your glutes. I use lifting straps with these because at some point your grip will give out before your legs do, and the primary goal of this exercise is to train your legs and not your grip strength. That's why I think investing in these lifting straps is really a good idea. Then as my third exercise, I have hip thrusts. It is a fantastic exercise for your glutes. Trains them in the shortened position, so at the top of the movement, and you can go really heavy with these. But I also hate this exercise because it hurts and my glutes are weak as fuck. But that's why I'm doing them. Then as my fourth exercise, and for the remainder of my workout, I'll switch to isolation exercises. And the first one of those is lying hamstring curls to just hit those hamstrings once more. The reason why I'm doing the lying hamstring curls in this particular workout is because we already trained the hamstrings in a stretch position with the RDLs. And now with the lying hamstring curls, you train them in a contracted, so in a shortened position. And as my last exercise of today, I do 2 sets of standing calf raises to focus more on the gastrocnemius muscle in your calves. Alright, good morning everyone on this not so beautiful Wednesday. However, just because the weather isn't nice doesn't mean we can't get a good workout in. So I'm on my way to the gym, and today I'm training upper body again. So I'll do a push workout, meaning that I train chest, shoulders and triceps. And it's kind of the opposite workout to the pull workout I did on Monday. So yeah, and it's also one of my shortest workouts, so it only takes me around 45 minutes, and that's great, especially when you're kind of busy. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so the first exercise of today's push day are overhead presses, and with these you mostly hit shoulders, but they're also great for general strength. You have a lot of core involvement to stabilize. Then my second exercise is a dumbbell chest press. I use a slight incline of around 15 degrees instead of going with a completely flat bench, because for me it feels better on my shoulders and the incline is very small, so you're predominantly hitting chest regardless. And that was actually already it for the compound exercises in this workout. The remaining exercises are all isolation exercises, and I'll start things off with lateral raises to train my side delts. And personally, I do them with dumbbells, but you can also do them with cables, or if you have a dedicated machine, then even better. My fourth exercise is a chest fly, and again, you can also do this with machines or dumbbells. Then the fifth exercise is a rope triceps pushdown. I really like going to failure with these, but that's also why I only do 2 sets, because oftentimes I can't match the reps in the second set, even if I'm resting for 2 minutes or longer, because my triceps at this point in the workout is just completely destroyed. And as my last exercise, I'm doing planks. And contrary to a popular belief, this is not a great exercise for your abs, at least not to get a six-pack. But this is also not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to improve my core stability, and that's what this exercise is really great for. This is probably the longest of all of my workouts, and it takes me around 70 minutes. The reason for that is that I have fewer exercises, but I take longer rest periods between sets because I'm moving more muscle mass and I'm accumulating more fatigue, so I need these longer rest periods to go into the next set well rested. And the first exercise is the deadlift. I do want to get stronger at it, that's why I'm placing it first in my workout. And to be honest, I'm still figuring out whether to pull conventional or sumo. I still don't know which feels better for my anatomy and with which exercise variation I'm stronger. But before any one of you says something or writes something in the comments, both exercises are valid, and sumo is not cheating, it's just a different variation of the same exercise. Just like Romanian deadlifts is not cheating on straight leg deadlifts because you don't hit the full range of motion. It's just a very different exercise. Okay, but moving on to my second exercise, I usually do leg presses here to hit my quads and glutes a bit more and to give my back a little break from the deadlifts. And as a quick reminder, don't forget to set the safety pins on these ones, especially when going heavy, so you don't get crushed under the leg press machine when you go to failure. Happened to me several times now. Don't make my mistakes. Then as a third exercise, I like to do reverse lunges, and I actually replaced Bulgarian split squats with the reverse lunges, because although the split squats are a absolutely fantastic exercise for your quads and glutes, I absolutely hate it and I always skipped it. So an exercise can be very great, but if you always skip it because you hate it, then it's suddenly not a so great exercise anymore. That's why I had to find an alternative, and with the reverse lunges you get a similar movement pattern and you're training the same muscles, and I just enjoy it much more. As my fourth exercise, I do hamstring curls again, because so far with the leg press and the lunges I predominantly hit the quads and glutes. Unfortunately, my gym doesn't have a seated hamstring curl machine, otherwise I would have done them. But since I don't have the machine, I'll just do lying hamstring curls again. Then as a fifth exercise, I'm doing quad extensions. And you could argue that I already did enough volume for my quads in this workout, and also my quads are pretty dominant, so why train them again? But I just absolutely love this exercise. No idea why, but that's why I kept it in my program. In the end, the best program is the one that you like, that you enjoy, and that you stick to. And I realized I really missed quad extensions, so I just added them back in, and I simply do them for enjoyment, which is a neglected factor oftentimes when looking at workout routines. And as my fifth and last exercise of today, I do seated calf raises. And with the seated calf raises, you put a greater emphasis on the bigger of the two calf muscles, the soleus. But if you'd like to know more about calf training, I have one video dedicated to just the calves, and I'll link it down below. Okay, good morning everyone. It's time for another workout, and as you can probably guess by now, whenever possible I try to do my workouts in the mornings, despite not being a morning person at all, but I still try to do them before work simply because one, there's not as many people in the gym in the mornings compared to the afternoon or the evenings, and second of all, I just like to be able to check it off my to-do list, and that kind of gives me a bit of peace of mind because then I'm a bit more relaxed whenever something unexpected happens, for example at work, or if a friend spontaneously calls, if we want to grab dinner together, etc. So I don't have to worry when to do my workout because I already did it in the mornings. But having said that, it really doesn't matter when you work out. You can work out in the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings, even late at night. The best time to work out is the time that works best for you and fits into your schedule. Okay, so let's go back to the workout. So today I'm training upper body again. It's my third upper body workout this week, and I already did a pull and a push session this week, so today is more of a full upper body workout where I train both push and pull muscles. I usually alternate between the two types of exercises. So I do a push exercise, then a pull exercise, then a push, pull, etc. So the respective muscles get a little bit more time to relax. It takes me a bit longer than the two individual sessions, about 60 minutes, maybe 65, really depends how well I'm feeling and how much I'm resting in between. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, let's go. My first exercise in today's upper body workout is the bench press. So I want to get stronger at bench pressing, hence placing it first in my workout. When I can, I always use a spotter. Sometimes that's my husband when he and I train together. But if he's not around, then I'll just ask some random dude in the gym if he can spot me for the top set. Or if you really have no option to have a spotter, then make sure to set the safety pins so in case you fail the exercise, the safety pins are there and you're not getting crushed under the weight. As my second exercise, I do close grip lat pull downs. And if you've watched my lats videos, then you know that this might not be the most optimal grip type to train your lats, but I really like it. And I'm still building up my strength for both the pull-ups and chin-ups. So I'm including this exercise kind of as a mimic or as a progression towards chin-ups. Then my third exercise is a seated dumbbell shoulder press. I'm slightly weaker with those than with the overhead press, but you're also seated so you don't get any leg drive. But what I like about this exercise is that you train both sides individually, which is great to counteract any imbalances. And that's kind of the downside of using barbells. As a fourth exercise, I do seated cable rows, and I use a wide grip on these to shift the emphasis more on my traps and the rhomboids and less on the lats, because you already hit the lats with the lat pull downs. Then my fifth exercise is a overhead triceps extensions with the cables to just hit the triceps from a different angle than, for example, with the bench press and the shoulder press. Then I move on to incline dumbbell curls, and by having your upper arms behind your body, that shifts the emphasis on the long head of the biceps. Moving on to a similar exercise, the hammer curls. Oftentimes we forget that we don't just have the biceps muscle, but underneath the biceps we also have the brachialis muscle, and if you train that muscle, your biceps as a whole appears much bigger, and that's why I like to train that muscle as well. Okay, when I have the time, I will add in a sixth workout on Saturday usually. But for full disclosure, I do this workout maybe once a month or so, because oftentimes I'm just too busy or too tired and I need to prioritize rest, and then I'll just skip that workout and forget about it. But I still have it in my routine because sometimes I really feel like moving my body a little bit more. I have some extra energy that I need to get rid of. Sometimes I go for a walk or a hike, but sometimes I also just want to go to the gym, especially when the weather isn't that nice. And the sole purpose of this workout is really to just move my body and have fun doing so. And because I don't do it very regularly, and because the main purpose is really just to have fun. I just do some random stuff, like literally whatever comes to my mind and what I fancy doing when I'm at the gym. And that can be some boxing, sometimes I do skipping, or some exercises that others would deem functional exercises, such as box jumps or tire flips and sled runs. It's just all over the place, but it's okay because it's just for fun. When I do this workout, I usually spend between 30 and 90 minutes in the gym, also depending on how I feel that day and how much time I actually have available. But that was actually it, my full week of workouts and my complete workout routine as of November 2022. As I said, I usually do the same workouts week in, week out, so there's no change at all, except for the number of reps I do and the weight that I lift, but other than that, all stays the same. I do switch my routine occasionally, maybe once every half a year or so, either because I'm getting bored with the routine or because I don't make any progress anymore and I maybe need to use different exercises to hit my muscles from a different angle, or because of some life changes. And I'll have that coming up very soon because I'll start my PhD in biophysics, so I anticipate not having that much time left for training besides doing YouTube and socializing and my PhD and everything else. So I might have to reduce it to maybe 4 times a week or shorten the workouts a little bit. If you're interested in seeing how my routine evolved and how it changed because of my PhD, then let me know in the comments down below and I can make a video next year or so where I go over this and explain how I'm training then. But yeah, I hope that you found this video useful and informative and you can take some inspiration for your own workouts from this video. And of course, if you want, you can also just copy my routine one by one if you have similar time availability and goals as I have at the moment. But before you go, please leave me a huge thumbs up on this video and hit that subscribe button so you're not gonna miss any future videos, and hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!